Hey, yeah, it's Bruce from Wyandotte, Michigan, and it's time for the podcast Have a Drink and Let's Talk with your host, Edward V. Man Jr. I hear that guy's awesome. Anyways, he's ever back in the booth. Cue that awesome intro music.
Well, there goes the neighborhood.
Well, welcome to the podcast, Have a Drink and Let's Talk, everyone. I am your host, back again. Yep, it's me, and we're glad you could join us for a new series on our podcast platform, and it's called Michigan Bar Cover Bands. It takes a look inside Metro Detroit's local bar bands to help promote them, and lets the public take a look at the musicians who do this side gig. We also take a look at how it all started for them and what keeps them and their bands going. So sit back, relax, have a drink, and let's talk. All right, well, welcome everyone, and thanks for checking out this episode of Michigan Bar Bands. I'd like to introduce my guest, Bob Harvey, to the studio. Bob is a drummer of the Michigan MotorCity Mob band. They're a local band that performs around Detroit metropolitan areas. They perform energetic performances of classic rock, pop rock, country rock, hard rock, British rock. Are there any more rocks? I don't know. And more. Welcome, Bob, to
Whatever
the studio.
rock there is, we try to play it.
Haven't seen you in a long time, buddy.
I
It's been
know.
20 years.
I know, it's been a long time. I remember us from, we were just talking about the band.
Yeah.
69.
The old Exit 69
20 years
band.
ago.
Yeah. We had some good
It was
times.
fun. I
Jam,
love that
jam,
band.
jam. Yeah. Good times. Our last gig was a festival over in Roseville.
Yes, it was.
So it was St. Angela's Church.
Memory Lane.
We had a good crowd.
Yeah, I loved festivals. I loved the
Yeah.
beer tents and the whole thing. And
Yep.
those are great. They
Yeah.
got
Those
a
are some
built-in
good
crowd.
times. Those are some good times. I don't miss all the BS about it, but
There is that.
yeah, still to this day I hear. So,
Never
but
ends.
yeah, before we talk about your Motor City Mob band and what they're doing, I wanted to know, since we do know each other, but I never know this information because back then we didn't talk about crap like that. But what made you want to become a musician, and why drums?
Okay. Well, there's kind of a saying with drummers is that drummers are born, not made. And, 5 years old, you get out pencils and you just start tapping on stuff. And I think the first album was my sister, who's quite a bit older than I am before she went to college. She's 16 years older than me.
Oh, wow.
I know. I'm like the second generation of my family. And she had the Meet the Beatles album. And I remember as a kid just playing that. And for some reason, it was always just drums. I had a neighbor, I'm from Owasso, up in mid-Michigan. And I used to go over at like 5 years old. I'd go over to their house, and he played drums. He had a drum set up upstairs, and we could just go in the house anytime, and I'd go up there and watch him play. And his big song back then was like Smoke on the Water.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And all that stuff from the late 60s,
Yep.
early 70s, and it just got me where I wanted to play that. And another album as a kid, I used to play all the time, all the Herb Alpert stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And
Tijuana Brass.
Oh, my God, that was so cool. And Chicago and all that types of music, it's just something that it was just, I never
Yeah.
really wanted to play other instruments. I thought about it,
Right.
and it was always just being a drummer.
Okay. Now, I know you played drums in college as well, right?
Michigan State
Okay. You played in the college band?
marching band. I was
Wow.
drummer there, still an alumni. Yeah, it was fun. High school, the whole thing.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Go State.
And you're still doing it all these years.
There goes all the U of M fans.
Yeah, well, whatever. They don't matter. They don't matter anyways. So let's talk about your band's history here. Motor City Mob Band. I know they used to be called
Rock Mob.
Rock Mob.
Yes, we've recently changed
Yes.
our name.
Yes, for legal reasons or
Yes.
non-legal reasons. I know how it goes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
protect the innocent.
Yeah, whatever. Those other people don't count.
So, yes.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how we have always been. In fact, our website still is rockmobband.com.
Okay.
Will take us to it. And it goes over to Motor City Mob. So
Gotcha.
pretty much looks the same as for that, but now it's Motor City Mob.
Gotcha.
And we all got together and we say, well, we need to change the name. What's good? So we threw out a bunch of names. Some were good, some bad. And we all kind of, our singer, I think, came up with that one. And it stuck. And we said, yep, this
cool.
is good. So that's where we're at.
Cool. How long have you guys been together?
The band originally has been around since like 2014, 2013.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And myself and the bass player, his name's Rick, and we've been there since 2015. So we've been there over 10 years now. And we have a female singer keyboardist named Katy. She does a lot of leads. She's a phenomenal singer. And so she's been there coming up on 7 years.
Okay.
And we recently have our newest member is also now leaving. His name is Mike, and he's our lead guitar player. And he's moving out of state. And so that's one of the reasons kind of plug away for
Sure.
everything. But that's how long we've been together. So we play the whole variety of music, and we have a great time.
So now, are there two guitar players or just one?
Just one guitar player.
Okay. So you are going to be in need come probably August or something, another guitar player, huh?
Yes, we're looking right now.
Okay.
And so
So if somebody in the Metro Detroit area is a guitar player and wants to join Motor City Mob Band, who is a working band,
yes,
I know because I checked out your website.
Couple
you
shows
guys
a
look like you're
month.
going to be pretty busy. 2 shows a month, yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome. How do they get in who do they contact?
they can get in contact on through our Facebook page
Okay.
and Motor City Mob. We also have rockmobband.com, and it'll take you there, and we have a whole page of contact. Our main contact person for that is Rick Nichols. And so you can send a message, email through it, and that will get to us, and then we'll talk to you and go through all the spiel of how long you've been a musician. We want to get you out. What's your favorite color?
Rules and regulations of the band.
Yes. Yeah, all your NDAs you got to sign. All
What to
that
do,
kind of
what
stuff.
not to do.
Yes.
Show up for gigs. Got to carry your own equipment.
Yes. Because I got my own equipment. I'm not carrying yours.
Hey, I remember playing in a band. We had a guitar player, and I won't mention his name, but we would all be there setting up equipment. He'd show up at the last minute and want to know why his equipment was still out in the van. I said, well, I'm not carrying it, dude. I don't use it. So,
Oh my God, there's certain bars around here that, especially in Mount Clemens, you have to go up the stairs.
yeah.
Three Blind Mice is one of them.
Yeah.
And it's so much fun.
I remember playing in a bar out in Livonia. We had to hike this stuff up
Mm-hmm.
2 flights of stairs. And I said, you got a food elevator. Can we at least put the amplifiers in there? No. So we had to carry. I think back then I was playing bass and I had like an acoustic 150 bottom. And I had, 415s in it or something like
I remember we had a show in Pontiac, downtown Pontiac, and we had to go upstairs to carry all that stuff up there, and it was like a Christmas time thing, and all that cold weather and snow and lovely Michigan weather.
I remember driving in a van to some country hick town, and we're all piled in this van. It's snowing like crazy. We had to keep stopping and getting the ice off the windows, and we get to the bar, and it's all farmers, and I'm like, oh, man, we're going to get crushed here. And we played Johnny Be Good 5 times. They loved it.
Did they have chicken wire up in front of the stage? We play both kinds of music.
Yeah, you guys do country?
And Western.
Yeah, Good, not really, but here's an oldie for you. Johnny Be Good, and those guys were out there dancing. So good time was had by all. Never got asked back though, but I
Got
don't
to
know
do
why.
what you got to do.
Do you guys still rehearse?
Yeah, we do rehearse, and what we typically do, obviously, looking to find somebody, so we got to get them up to speed. And our typical once we get going on our sets, we do the 3 sets. We do quite a few songs a night, so it's at least around 45 or 50 songs a night. We play long sets, and to do that, we when we want to learn new songs, we will have a long rehearsal and then before the show, maybe that week we'll do the touch up, keep everybody on point, and then we go in and play the show.
Oh, cool. Are there still a lot of bar venues around the Metro Detroit area for cover bar bands?
Oh yeah, there's a ton, especially the east side.
Yeah.
There's some great bars around here, just down the street.
Yep.
And that's the nice thing. And plus, we also do other types. We'll do private parties.
Okay.
We've done weddings.
Oh.
And this fall, we are going up to Mackinac Island.
Oh, nice.
There's a great place up there named Horns Bar, and play the weekend, and we make a weekend of it. And we all go up there and stay on the island. So that'll be something we're looking
They cover
forward
your
to.
room and board for that?
Yes, they have a
Nice.
house.
Nice.
And it's this house on the island, and it's where workers live.
Oh.
It's been there forever. And so you get the bunk beds, you get a bedroom, and they say, here you go. And then you walk to the bar down there because you're not taking a car, or you take a horse taxi, and you play.
What do they hook a trailer up to the horses for all your equipment, or do they have their own equipment?
Well, no, you take your stuff.
Oh, okay.
And there's a lot of musicians from this area that go up there and play on the weekends.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
I was unaware of that.
And we actually played a wedding last fall, and we got a horse carriage. We had all the equipment on it, and they do this every week. It was at Mission Point, and we played up there, and they have it down, and you get all the stuff on the trailer, and the horse takes it up there, and then you get the horse taxi, and you have to get them take you back down and load it back on the ship that goes across the ferry, and got to wrap it up, and it is such a production.
Yeah, I can imagine. Man, I hope you make good money doing it, because it's a lot of work.
It's
man.
fun, yeah. So it's good.
It's a good experience.
It's basically like a weekend trip.
Okay.
That you
Now,
get paid to
if
play.
you guys get like booked for a wedding or something like that, and they request certain songs to be played, for bridal dances, all that kind of stuff, you guys cover that too?
Yes, we do. We do a certain number that they're going to ask you something you can't do. Yeah. So we try to do a few songs that they can, and we'll talk to them.
Right.
And we'll get a whole list of all their kind of how we're going to do that. And we also have Spotify. So if there's something we can't, we're playing DJ too.
Right.
So in between, so we got all the Spotify stuff and everything. So anything that they want, eventually it's going to be either we're going to play it or we can play it through the Spotify list and do it that way.
That's cool. Now, how do you handle like crowd requests?
Typically, we have a pretty packed set list, and so it's stuff that we try to. We're doing more of our own, not originals, but with our covers. And sometimes they just ask for stuff that you just can't do.
Yeah. I know when we played together, we didn't have a female singer, and somebody always would ask for a Madonna or something.
Yeah. And
I'm like, I don't think so.
That's why we have Spotify for the, during the breaks too.
Sure. How do you handle a quiet crowd?
Well, that is our job, is to get you unquiet.
Yeah.
So our front man, our lead singer, Steve, is a great front man. He's very entertaining, and the energy. And I think the biggest thing is it's the crowd's not there to give you energy. You have to give the crowd energy. You feed off of each other. But, we try to engage the crowd in between. You play like 4 or 5 songs.
Yep.
then we'll stop and tune, take a drink. And at that time, we'll kind of talk to the crowd and get them going. Hey, birthdays, anything that we know of. If there's a reunion, we'll mention it, do some shout outs.
Yeah.
Got tambourines for the girls.
We were talking earlier before we started about playing gigs and like having the Wings playoffs on the TV, 22 televisions in the bar. And
Oh, I know.
you're trying to start playing and then everybody's watching the playoffs or the Pistons.
Multiple times we've had it where, the bar owner's like, can you guys hold off for a little bit because they're still in the quarter. Yeah, there's certain games, especially don't book the weekend of the Michigan-Ohio State game because they want to watch the game or the Michigan State game.
Yep.
And those are weekends where it's like
playoff times in a sports bar is
right.
tough. Definitely tough.
I remember playing when the Wings were playing Carolina in like 2000, I think it was 2002 playoffs. And he kept saying, you got to wait. We could only play during the intermissions.
Yeah. Been there, done that.
So eventually, and it went to like triple overtime. And eventually about 12:30, we'd played maybe a total of an hour for the night.
Yeah.
And we go, we haven't played it. He goes, okay, you guys got to start playing. And they scored right after that. So,
okay.
Yeah, I realized it's like, okay, I am paying you guys to be here.
Yeah. How do you, how's your song selection process? What do you guys, you guys all sit around and go, listen, we're going to do this, and this. And I don't want to do that, but we'll do this. And, hey, do this song. No, I can't sing that. So I'm curious.
That is probably one of the biggest
still is
discussion points for the band.
Yeah, nothing's changed.
Because no, it hasn't, because everybody has their own perspective.
Yep.
And you have to not be just stuff that you like. It doesn't matter what you like, it's what the crowd likes.
Yep.
So what we do, our philosophy is we try to do stuff. We want to do popular stuff, but not the stuff that everybody plays. All Right Now, all those songs. And if you go into the bands on the weekend, you're going to hear certain songs that 6 out of 7 bands are playing. We try to stay away from that, but we want to have popular music that it just might not be the biggest popular song. We've done lots of medleys, disco medleys, Queen, we try Beatle medleys. And so in our song selection, how it'll be is somebody will hear a song and say, hey, what do you guys think of this one? We'll store it away. And then when we get to certain points, we say, okay, it's time for some new songs. And then it gets thrown into the hat. And then kind of after that, it's like, okay, here's the next group of songs. Plus what we have to do is we got to make sure that we can do the song.
Right.
We can, we don't do backing tracks.
Right.
Everything we do is, it's us.
Yep.
There's a lot of bands that do that, and it's great if, it works.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. So we have to make sure, can we accurately reproduce a song?
Yeah.
There are bands out there that are doing songs they should not be doing, but they're trying because somebody said, hey, can you do this song? And that's where, it's always a balance. And we're not married to a song. If we find a song that doesn't work, we'll stop doing it.
Yeah. I remember, I remember seeing a band, it was like late 90s, and their singer, like if they did an Aerosmith tune, he sounded like Steven Tyler. Like if they did Molly Hatchet, he sounded like the guy from Molly Hatchet. So they had a sound guy. So they were on a break, and I walked over to the sound guy. I go, there ain't no way that guy's voice is that guy's voice. There ain't no way. I said, what are you using in your equipment rack there? Because I'm always interested in stuff like that. He's like, stay away from the table. I was like, oh, it's like the Wizard of Oz. Pay no attention to man behind the curtain.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so they must have had some type of back then, some type of thing that enhanced his voice like that. Because it was dead nuts ringer, for whatever tune they were doing. So
like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
So that is a big thing with us is, everybody sings. I do a couple things, but I'm not really much of a singer.
Wait, you're singing?
I've sung.
Come on.
I know. I've done Linkin Park.
What?
Yes.
Bob.
Some cake.
Awesome.
But it's the rap part and
Yeah,
everything like that.
yeah,
But
okay.
no, we have it where our singer Katie, phenomenal voice. She's doing Dream On,
Oh, okay.
and she's got the scream. The part where he
Yep,
goes
yep.
high. Oh, she hits it, and the crowd. You can hear the crowd just going nuts afterwards. We do Evanescence. Bring Me to Life, and so these are types of songs. These are, showcase songs.
Yeah.
And she can do, kind of anything. Janis Joplin, the whole thing, Pat Benatar. And we have another guy, our bass player, he's great with Tom Petty.
Cool.
And then our main singer, Steve, is doing, a lot of the dance type stuff, and Matchbox 20, does Journey, all that kind of stuff.
Cool.
So it's really a wide variety. And that's the one thing that we're looking for with our guitar player lead,
Right.
is, you have to want to do a wide, call it eclectic,
Yep.
and it might be anything from we're doing Dion to the Beatles to Linkin Park, Bon Jovi.
And you're doing some country stuff too.
Yep. We did, right now we have Toby Keith song,
Okay.
and we've done dance, the dance book country stuff. Katie, she's doing Jolene,
Oh, okay.
so all that kind of stuff. It really what we like. What some people suggest stuff. We're doing Easy Lover, and because somebody called our singer and said, "Hey, you guys should do this song. It'd be great." So now we're doing it, and it goes over well.
Are you still doing the crowd pleasers like we used to do 20 years ago?
Yeah.
If I had to do Brown Eyed Girl one more time, I was going to hang myself.
Well, a song that we're doing that we used to do, we're doing Banditos.
Oh, what?
Yes.
Nice.
I remember that from
Yeah.
us, our day.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. You still get requests for stuff like that, the old stuff, huh?
yeah.
Even with the younger crowds?
And that's, we try to do that. We've done Bruno Mars,
Okay.
it really is what we all kind of decide. Sometimes it's, hey, we heard this song, and sometimes it's a song that we've talked about forever, and we say, okay, now it's time to do it.
Yeah. I always wish, I remember people always asking when we played, hey, dude, AC/DC. I'm like, I'm not singing that stuff.
Well, yeah,
That's crazy talk.
I know.
What's the one song you're tired of playing, but yet everybody has to play it? Like mine was Brown Eyed Girl. I couldn't do it anymore.
Oh God, it's for me. There was a Bon Jovi song that I just got tired of it,
Yeah.
but we did it well, and I'm like, and that's the biggest thing for me, is if the crowd likes it and we're still getting good reaction to it and they're dancing, okay. It's other songs that you could do a great job of and nobody's got a reaction to it. Then it's
Yeah.
like, oh, and you're just like, how do we get around it? How do we get the crowd going? Sometimes it's moving it up and down the set list.
Sure.
Oh, hey, this doesn't work in the first, it works in the third, or we need to move this one around. But yeah, those songs, and certain people in the band just have certain songs.
Yeah.
And we were doing Love Shack, and I know
Okay.
one of our guys in the band just hates that song, and they're going, no, because the crowd will pack the dance floor.
Yeah.
And we all have to, bite the bullet as they say, be a team player.
Yeah. I always, and there's guys in bands too. Like I had my, you work on a song, go, man, I just love this song. I just love the song. And you play it and it's just like,
Yeah.
tanks. And you think it's going to be, oh, this is a crowd pleaser, da-da-da-da-da. And nothing.
We had this song, and I remember it was a Rascal Flatts song. And musically, it was, really cool rhythms. It was a fun song to play.
Mhm.
And it was challenging, and it did it. And we played it a few times and got no reaction. And so we're thinking, do we keep trying to force it? Or do we say, you know what, let's move on?
Yeah.
And that's, you never know.
No. Yeah. I remember doing that and going, okay, we ain't never playing this again. And then 6 months down the road, somebody asked for it, and you
I
go,
know.
oh, wow.
I know. It's like, oh God, I thought this thing was dead. It's back. It's like a zombie song. It's back to life.
Yeah. Is there like, what's the strangest song anybody ever asked for?
You know, there's always some weird group that somebody and a family member says, you guys would be great with this song. And they'll say that, and you go, I've never heard this thing before.
Yeah.
But they love it. You know, or we've heard it, they say, like for our singer, Katy, they'll go, you know, Katy would be so good doing this song. And she might be, but it's just a song that I know you love it, but, you know, and that's what we have to weigh.
Yeah.
We have to, you know, bands have to weigh that kind of stuff. It's like, do you just do everything your 100% requests, or you know, do what's best? Yeah.
So what is, in your opinion, because I have my opinion, but I know in your bio thing, you do classic rock, British rock, country rock. What the hell is pop rock, dude?
Pop rock.
What do you consider pop rock?
Well, if you want to,
Michael Jackson,
like Train or Maroon 5.
Oh, okay.
You know, that kind of stuff. It's not heavy.
Right.
It's you know, the stuff on the radio and that. So
that's
it's
what it's called. No, I don't get out much, so
I know.
I don't go to bars, but I'm gonna come and see you guys. I'm thinking I might come see you guys over at the Stray Cat.
That'd be cool. Yeah, it's quite a drive for you, so that'll be good.
I could walk home.
Yeah.
Stumble home.
There you go.
Can you smoke cigars in there?
Yes, you can.
Yeah,
That is
definitely
it
may
is
come
a
and see
cigar
you.
bar, and yep. So they have the fans. It's funny because it's like, you know, if you go there on it during the week, like Wednesday, oh my God, it's all smoke, you know, heavy smoke. And they try on the weekends because they have bands every weekend there.
Yeah, they do.
And they kept good ventilation.
Yeah, that's awesome. I remember, I remember playing in bars, man. You come home and and I smoked back then.
I know.
You know, I haven't smoked in, I don't know, 13 years maybe. But
you get yelled at. You go change in the garage and wash those
clothes.
clothes.
When I was building the studio, I have my acoustic guitar, and it's been sitting in the case in a closet for years. And bought a rack. I was going to mount it on. I mounted it on the wall and stuff. Man, I opened that case, and I was like, holy crap, the smell.
I know.
When I quit playing, man, I threw out all my clothes that I used to wear at the bar, man. It was just like, oh.
And nowadays, because you don't smoke in bars, if you go to a place that has it, it doesn't take much.
Right.
And you just go, oh my God. And you don't realize that this is what it was like every week.
Yeah. Crazy.
I know.
Those bars were filled with, I mean, we'd be playing and put your cigarette in the end of your guitar, you know?
Well, you singers, I don't know how you guys could breathe and sing at the same time and hit the high notes and everything. Yeah. Well, and then you're smoking yourself after during the breaks. And it's like, how do you do that?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I did it for as many years as I did. I don't. It's just crazy thinking about it.
I know.
In fact, I just read that tomorrow will be 16 years that they banned smoking in bars in Michigan.
I saw a Facebook post on it. I remember because we were playing and everybody was talking back then of like, oh my God, it's going to kill the bars. You know, nobody's going to, you know, do this. And it took a bit. And now, but, you know, the one thing it did was people that would say, I want to come out, but they hated smoke.
Yeah.
Now they can come out.
Yeah.
So what other people left, now it's just you go outside.
Right.
Now they're as packed as ever.
Yeah, now they have those overhead doors, you know, garage doors, and a lot of the bars now they open up and have their patios out there and stuff like that. So get the best of both worlds.
It's a different world, yeah.
It's big difference. Now, how do you go about getting your band booked? Is it the same as it used to be? You make up a cassette tape and a 3x5 card.
Yeah.
Stopping at the bar and go, here, throw this.
I tell you, Facebook is the world.
Well, I was going to ask you, you know, and ask a lot of people on the podcast, how do you think social media has improved your gigs, doing business as a band now.
Well, I remember, when Facebook was first starting, what was it? MySpace,
MySpace. Yeah.
Tom, everybody's friend.
Yeah.
And when that first started, and I remember setting up the website on our band there, getting it going, and it was brand new. But, there was those days you'd print off, you do the prints, and you go to the bars and you tape it up on, on the weekend.
Yeah.
And, they'd always be like, you need to bring this to us and get it advertised and everything. But now with Facebook, everybody does that.
Yep.
And everybody's got a page, you got videos, you got all your stuff. And, but you still have to do the legwork.
Yeah.
If there's a new bar, you've got to get out there and talk to the owner.
Yep.
Now you can, some bars out there have contacts.
Sure.
Email them and stuff like that. But it's the typical, you still have to do the legwork.
Yeah.
It's just a different methodology. So, and sometimes once you get going, then they call you.
Yep. Yep.
And that's the nice thing too.
Yeah. 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 It's, I think back, man, if we would have had that, man, it would have been crazy.
I know.
I was telling somebody here, and I think it was the Toby Keith tribute artist, Dan Spencer, was here doing a podcast. I was telling him back in the day, we used to make 3x5 cards, mailing list. And then you're going, okay, everybody kick in because we got to buy 22 stamps. Get these things in the mail.
I remember doing that. Like we'd have, once you get a bunch of gigs booked, you get a mailing list.
Yeah.
And you put your gigs on there and say, here's where we're going to be in the next few months.
Yep.
And you'd send it 100 of them off. And do that, or you'd put them on tables.
Yeah,
you'd have your little, have your little card, and you'd have all that kind of stuff. Your swag to
pick them up off the floor at the end of the night, so you can use them again because nobody filled them out.
Yep.
Yeah, those were the good days, man. Bar fights and paying your tab at the end of the night, and going, oh shit. It's like, we owe how much?
I know.
Yeah.
You owe more than you got paid that night.
Yeah. Been there. But I remember playing for door cover, so
that was fun. I did that a few times.
Thank God you had 6 friends.
I know.
Otherwise, you wouldn't have made any money.
There were bars. Well, there were certain ones where you had to sell tickets.
Yeah.
We'll book you, but it's all on you.
I started playing with my brother and a couple friends. Shirley's La Chic Swing and Lounge over on 9 Mile and Mac back in the day, and play for door cover. And you were begging people to come because if you didn't get door cover, you weren't making any money.
One night, and this is long time ago, I think the band made like $100 total. And that was what it was, because they advertised, last week we had 300 people in here, and then you come in like 12.
Yeah.
Half of them your family, and you go, where's those other 250?
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank God for relatives.
I know.
Otherwise, I don't think you'd be doing it as long as you've been doing it.
Yeah.
So, but
it's like a paid practice.
Hey, that's what we used to say. We get paid to haul equipment.
Yeah, the playing's
the fun. It's free.
It's the equipment.
Yeah, it costs you gas and everything else. But
so
good old days. Where can people find your current schedule?
Our current schedule is right on our webpage, rockmyband.com, and the Facebook page. So if you go MotorCity Mob, and there's a link and to that, and it'll take you right to our schedule.
Okay.
And so we average like 2 times a month. Sometimes you don't,
right.
Like play that, but that's kind of what we're looking for, is somebody we're not, nobody's going to tour the country. We're not going to be rock stars. Those days are over.
Yeah.
And so with everybody's schedule, and that we can put time in for the shows 2 times a month, 2 shows a month. And sometimes, we have a few that we're doing 3. And
Are the bars still doing, a Friday, Saturday, or is that not exist
a few
anymore?
bars are doing that.
Okay.
It's a few bars and a few bands do that.
I remember when it used to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The good old days.
Well, do you remember the Nail?
Yeah.
6 nights a week. Or
Yeah.
So. And I remember there were some. I remember talking to people back in the 90s that they played back in the 90s, and that was like their livelihood.
Oh, yeah.
They were playing for a year straight.
Yes. Yes.
And they were like a regular touring band, and this is what they did.
Yep.
They're
I
making
remember years ago, the old paperclip out on Mound.
Yep.
That you get booked in there, man. You were in there for a month.
The paperclip, and then there was let's see, it turned into Checkers.
Yes.
And one of the first bars we played down on Mound, down by 8 Mile, France Roadhouse.
Oh yeah.
Here. And that was right across from the Chrysler plant.
Yeah.
The way it was when we first started playing is she would book Friday and Saturday for a month straight. And then you'd be off for a month. And then you get it again. So, you didn't realize it was so nice coming back on Saturday night. Just walk in a half hour before because everything was all set up.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing.
I remember playing the Shanty
Okay.
in Warren, and you would play there Friday and Saturday, but you'd have to wait till after the dinner rush was over. So you'd get there and you'd sit outside without your equipment till dinner was over. And then they would tear the tables down and the chairs that were on the bandstand. Then you'd go set up, play. At the end of the night, you got to take your equipment out so they could set up for dinner the next day and then do it all again on Saturday.
And you did it.
That was the Shanty back in the day, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember a couple bars we played at. We had to wait for the dinner crowd to get done. And they, it's like 8 o'clock, 8:30.
Yeah.
You could finally come in and, be ready by, 9:30.
Yeah. No sound checks.
No sound checks.
No sound checks.
But why are you loud?
Yeah. You guys do your own sound and lights and everything now? Yeah.
Yeah, we have that. There are some bars. There's a few.
Do you have
We have a sound guy.
a sound guy?
We actually have a sound guy.
Okay.
Yes. He's been our sound guy for a couple of years now. And,
Okay. Do you like him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's the brother of our,
Oh, okay.
of our one guy, so we have to like.
Because I am retired and maybe looking, so
Yeah.
I'll come play guitar for you guys. I'll sit in.
There. Hey, you'll be like Bon Jovi. They have the guy in the back who hits all the high notes.
Yeah.
You can't see.
Yeah.
But he's there during the concerts. But no, he does a great job. He helps us set up and tear down and that. And so
cool.
so we have all the equipment and everything like that. Now some bars, for Freddy's,
Yeah.
they have
their own sound
equipment.
guy and everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stray Cats, you have your equipment, but they have the speakers.
Oh, okay.
So it's a combination. But most, I'm going to say 95% are you're bringing your own stuff in.
Yeah.
And you're tearing your own stuff out.
How's Rogers Roost these days? Sound wise, that place was tough, man, with the echo in there.
It's
That tin
still
roof, man.
still
Yeah.
great.
I used to wreak havoc on me.
Yeah, it's interesting, but it's a great place to play.
Yeah, it
because
was
they
always
get a
fun there.
Huge crowd, and the bar's great, crowd's great. They always have parties and birthdays and reunions. So we'll be there actually coming up next week.
Are the bars these days? We used to fight back in the day, man. Are they actually putting the name of the band on the outside now? Because I wanted to change the name of the band to live band appearing tonight.
Yeah,
because we'd always be on a marquee
I
somewhere.
know.
Because you can never get it. Just go change the letters.
I know.
They have digital signs now, so I don't know if they program that in there now or.
Yeah, it's some do.
Yeah.
Mostly it's with the Facebook and everything, they'll have an internal calendar.
Right.
So that seems to be the big way that they're doing.
Yeah. Well, that's cool, man. I'm glad you're still doing it.
Yeah, it's fun.
We had some good times playing, man. How long did we play together in a band?
We were playing. I
played a lot.
Yeah, we played a lot. So my old bass player, I've let everybody know, from my old band. He was with you guys for a little while,
Right.
and you needed a fill-in, and I
Yeah.
filled in at the Hamlin
Oh yeah.
up on
Yeah.
Rochester, the original on Rochester,
Yeah.
and then your brother, I think your drummer was in another band too, so
Yeah.
I started
Those
filling
drummers.
in, and eventually, I joined you guys in there. So for like 3 years,
Yeah.
we played. It was fun.
We played a lot, man.
Oh, great songs too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we had a good band, man.
I remember us doing Hotel California
Yeah.
and just KC, all the good things.
Oh yeah. I'm Casey and the
Right,
Sunshine
I
Band.
know.
Yeah, man.
We were doing Prince,
Yeah.
everything. Yeah, it was
Purple
great.
Rain.
Oh my God,
Guitar players hated playing that.
I know.
But yeah, we played good songs,
Yeah.
man. Good Into the Mystic.
The crowd,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. It was good times. Good times. I don't miss it, but it was good times. You jogged my memory, so make sure you get me those videos because I want to see
I will.
those.
I've got pictures and of that, and
It'll
it's
probably take me a month to watch it because I don't like watching myself. I don't. I hate it.
Yeah,
I hate it because I look at it and I listen to it and I go, "What the hell are you thinking?"
I know.
So it's like,
Oh, trust me. I was thinking about, some of our shows. And the band, it's funny, our band right now actually is kind of a combination of two bands I played with you guys
okay,
and another band. So the band before that, they were called The Pinch, and we were together it was like over 25 years ago. But that variety of music,
Right.
good variety, danceable stuff.
Yep.
And that's a lot of what we try to do there. And so, yeah, we record ourselves and watch, and I look at myself and I go, wow, you really don't look good.
Yeah.
You were face for radio kind of thing,
Yeah.
It's like, why am I making these expressions? I thought I was smiling and,
That's why I
like
tell you. That's why
grumpy.
on the podcast I wear sunglasses because I don't like looking at myself.
Oh my God.
So
Like, don't look like a cool rock star.
my wife would beg to differ. She thinks like I like hearing myself and everything. She's like, "Why are you singing downstairs?" I said, "I don't know. I don't like to listen to myself, but I enjoy doing it."
I have
So
no witnesses.
yeah, exactly. So I can do whatever I want to do.
Yeah, and you don't count.
That's right. So God bless her, man. Almost 48 years we've been married. That's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna come and see you guys. Probably over at Stray Cats.
That's cool.
Definitely. You're
That's
there.
fun.
You're there May 15th.
Yep, Friday night,
Friday. Yeah.
9:00, and
Yeah.
it's a great bar. It's
Never been in there.
There's not, for a cigar bar on the weekends, they do a great job of trying to keep it, because there's people that aren't there to smoke. They want to see
Right.
the band, and they do a good job of, getting rid of the smoke. But you can it's still there.
Been to Freddy's over there in Garfield.
Yep.
Been there a few times. When we first moved over here, we went there. I knew a couple bands that were playing in there, so we went
Oh,
to check
that's
it
a
out.
huge. That's like the big bar around here too.
Yeah. A lot of people play there. So, but I couldn't tell you last time I was even in a bar. So it's been a long time. But I'll come and see you definitely. And you need to get me that video for sure.
I'll have a drink.
And some pictures.
Get
Now,
a drink waiting for you.
there you go. Now, if you get me a video of your band, I will put it at the end of this podcast for the release on my YouTube channel. Then everybody can see you.
I will do that.
I can't do it on the other podcast platforms. Spotify. We're on Castbox, Spotify, iHeart, Amazon, Apple, Good Pods, which my podcast was just ranked number 9
Number 9.
out of 100
Number 9.
for rock interviews on a podcast. Yeah, number 9 out of 100 on Good Pods. So if you want a free listening device, it doesn't show the video on Good Pods, but it does the audio.
Soon to be number 11 after this.
Yeah, this will boost the ratings. Trust me, because this is series number 1 of Michigan bar cover bands.
I like that.
Okay, I have a Heavy Metal Mondays coming out with heavy metal bands, and I think I'm going to do Thursday or Friday Michigan bar cover band series. So,
Somebody's got to do that because there's really, not
Someone's got to support local talent,
Hey.
and by God, it's me.
support.
I don't go out there, but you know what? I bring them in here. I tell everybody where they're at and what they're doing, and people can judge for themselves. But
support live music right here.
got to support local talent,
right.
man. That's what it's all about.
And this area is, we have phenomenal musicians.
Oh yeah.
That's the fun thing about going up at Mackinac is up at Horns Bar, because there are a ton of Detroit people down here that go up there and play.
Yep.
Because, let's face it, there's not as many musicians, up in Charlevoix,
Yeah.
but they're up there. But hey, it's Detroit, the home of rock and roll.
That's right. We were talking earlier about playing back in the day, the 80s, and me playing every little bar, mom and pop bar up and down Van Dyke from 12 Mile to 7 Mile.
And they had a ton of bars back then.
And yeah, you were in every single one of them. It's not like that anymore, though.
No, it's funny. I had pictures of, over the years, of all the bars that I played at that aren't there anymore.
Yeah.
We used to play at Augie's.
Oh, yeah.
DB Cooper's.
Yep.
That's a different bar. But, just tons of places. Bars on 8 Mile.
Yeah.
And bars in Hamtramck.
Yep.
Mound, that used to be Checkers. That was a happening place.
Yep.
That's a veterinarian hospital.
Maybe they'll book you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Put a little stage.
All for the pets.
Yeah.
And so it's amazing that people are still doing it.
Yeah.
And still getting out there. And there's a new place that place from Gene Simmons, downtown Royal Oak.
Yes.
They just opened up that.
Yes.
They got bands down there too.
Yeah, I think they got more national. I don't think there's a lot of Michigan bands playing in there myself.
There's tributes and there's some local stuff in that.
Okay.
But some of the other places that we are going to be this summer is we are going to be up in St. Clair, Michigan. They have, every weekend they have right downtown. It's outside. We're going to be in Port Huron, a place called Cabana Blue.
Okay.
It's out there, over by Algonac, Fairhaven.
Yep.
And that. And so there's a lot of, got to drive. Motor Cafe going to be this in December. That's the one. It used to be by the Diesel.
Oh yeah,
right there on 23.
Yeah.
So it's in that same facility. Got the bowling alley.
Okay.
And everything, and they have some great bands. People go out there, and that's a cool place to see bands.
Okay. Cool. A lot of festivals coming up.
Yeah, we have
summertime.
Yep, in July we have one in Fraser.
Oh.
So that's going to be a big one. That's like our first big kind of a beer tent kind of festival. But we've played smaller ones, and so our music is we have a big enough variety, so we can kind of play wherever. Yeah, and then we like that.
Now the festivals, they a weekend gig or just a one night?
Just the one.
Yeah, they're still rotating bands in and out of there.
Like one night, and then they'll have a band another.
Cool. Well, I'm glad you're still plugging, man.
It's fun. It's still, I tell you,
it's still a lot of work, man.
Oh my God.
People just don't understand what musicians go through.
It is, well, especially
it's a tough,
drummers.
It's tough.
It's a marathon.
Yeah.
The easiest part of the night is playing.
Yep. It's all the other crap.
It's the other stuff of setting up and
booking the band,
dinner crowd, getting there in the afternoon, and then
hey, guy wants a Saturday, whatever, and then your singer or guitar player, I can't do that, man. I got a wedding.
Yeah. And the rush at the end of the night to get out is just. And that's the big thing about you don't have the Friday and Saturdays on these places a lot. So,
I always felt for the drummers, man, because you guys got a lot of crap to take down.
Yeah.
Pack it in the cases. And, I throw a guitar in a case and in my case, 2 guitars and a mic stand. And, of course, I had the PA back then, so I had to handle that stuff, too.
See, everybody's got different,
Yeah.
It's either, you got the PA or that, and then...
It's a lot of work.
You got to have a van.
It's a long day, especially if you work all day at a regular job.
Still doing that.
Yeah, not me.
I know. This is your job.
This is, you know what? April. Yeah, this is still April. It's 1 year I've been retired.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I love it. People are like, "Are you bored?" Hell no. No, not at all. Do you miss it? No, I don't.
Yeah.
No.
That's the key thing is having something
Yes.
to keep yourself occupied.
Yep.
You can't just sit there and watch TV.
Nope. I spend a lot of time in this room, as you can
Yeah.
tell.
Hey, you know what? I don't know if you got the cameras around, but this room looks amazing.
Yeah, I did. I did a shot of it a few months back. I put it up on my YouTube channel.
This is really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you have cornered the market on reel to reels. I gotta
Yes.
say.
Yes.
It's so retro.
Yeah. I had 9 in here at one time, and they all worked.
Did you have them on all at the same time?
I play one every day.
I'm not all of them at the same time. There you go.
No, because it'd be really confusing unless you had the same song on, and they all play at different speeds too. So this may be recorded at
Really?
one speed, and this will be recorded at another speed. So
It'll be like a Beatles track,
Yeah.
We got different,
Yeah, but I have fun. I make tapes and stuff like that.
It
So
is cool.
yeah,
It's like the old commercial, the Pioneer, the rack, and the reel to reel back in the day, and it's like
at first I had them set up where I'd have like the one behind me is from early '60s, so I used to play just Beatles on there from the '60s, and then if I had a reel-to-reel deck from the '70s, I'd play all bands from the '70s on it, and then one from the '80s.
So it was dedicated to that. That
now
decade.
I just flip-flop them around. So I look at them and I go, I don't like where that one's at, so I move it to another place and then put something else there, and it keeps it busy. I tear them apart, clean them up, and get them working, and I enjoy them. So
And it sounds as cool as as good as anything out there.
Yeah. I have some tapes that I recorded from albums, and it's got that in it, and I like it.
The live thing.
I like that analog noise.
So that's a big thing. You're talking
Yeah.
about, you want to know the difference today versus then as you're talking about all the sites and channels that you're putting this broadcast. You're doing a podcast.
Yep.
I mean, 10 years ago, did anybody know? There was no such thing.
No.
And now,
It was Facebook Live.
you could have somebody, in Korea be bringing up your thing, or
Listen.
some guy in Argentina, Antarctica. Could
Check
be
it out,
watching
man.
this.
My YouTube channel has views from Uzbekistan.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
4% of my views are from Uzbekistan.
Well, if there's any lead guitarists from Uzbekistan that are interested,
yeah.
give us a call.
I had to look it up. It's like a landlocked country.
Yeah, over there in Europe and Asia. Oh my God, one of those countries. Over
Asia
there.
somewhere. Yeah, it's
funny.
Yeah, it's well. I have viewers. Great Britain. It's amazing because I never thought I'd be interested in something like that, but it's kind of cool.
Yeah, the fact that you can talk like this and then have it out there.
Yeah.
And all the channel, and you're going to be. You talked about Spotify.
Yeah.
And which everybody uses nowadays to that, and it's
it's
more
like
views you get.
Yeah,
better.
we're on Spotify, iHeart, Apple, Good Pods, Pocket Cast. There's a couple more out there too that we're on, but yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's cool.
It's weird because I'm like, wow, but I don't know. It's just weird. I wanted to do something. I didn't want to do something musically. I didn't want to play in a band again ever. But
you're still connected to it though.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm plugging myself, but I wanted to do something for local talent. So, and trust me, I ain't making a living at this. I don't even get paid, but I like to promote the bands and friends that are in bands and tribute artists. And because you're all people, I think people need to know what you guys do on a daily, weekly basis just to get to a gig. It's crazy. You work a full-time job, you rehearse, you have families, and then you go play, and then you tear it down, set it up, and then you do it all over again.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. So the person That's another good point, is the fact that the person that we're looking for has to be dedicated.
Sure.
You obviously, if you've been doing this, you know the drill,
Yep.
but you have to be able to manage,
Yeah.
both types of situation, work or whether you're retired or whatever you're at.
Yep.
But you got to coordinate that time, and you got to be able to get scheduled. And learning music, you got to be able to dedicate, and it's real stuff.
Yep.
And and people that when you're playing out there, they're comparing you to however that person for that song,
Yeah.
whether it's Journey or AC/DC or Zeppelin
Yeah.
or Bruno Mars or funk or disco. All those groups out there, that they're comparing you
Yeah.
to that person.
A couple of my interviews with tribute artists, I've asked them, I said, I love a tribute act. I think it's cool. It's not everybody's bag, but I like it. But I find it amazing, and even with cover bands, people go and see them and they go, well, okay, it's not the real person. Well, no, it's not.
No, because
You never claimed to be. You're not Journey. You're not Bon Jovi. You're a cover bar band. You do a great job of what you do, but you're not that act, and they ain't paying $200 a ticket to come and see you either.
And guess what? Journey's not Journey.
Exactly.
And, Foreigner's not Foreigner.
Nope, they're not.
And I've seen bands, Pine Knob, everybody's favorite,
Yep.
Freedom Hill, but bands of, like, say, last summer saw Toto. So you had Christopher Cross and Men at Work and Toto, and it was amazing. And, okay, so you have a few original people in there, but yeah, the drummer's not the same because, no more Jeff.
Yep.
Oh. But I mean, phenomenal musicians.
Yeah.
And, Steve, the lead guitarist, is still there. And Christopher Cross, saw him, still sounds, that's the thing, still sounds the same
Really?
as back, from 30 years ago. And even if it's not real, you're not going to see that. Saw the Eagles recently out in Vegas at the Sphere. That was amazing. And, you're hearing the real thing, but you don't know how much they're saying this is it.
Right.
How much longer you're going to be. So you kind of got to go see these guys. But yeah, I mean, if you are going to be the purist and say, I'm not going to see them, well, you're probably not going to see anybody from the 70s or the 80s anymore, because nobody has all their original members.
Right.
They might get lucky and they might still be around, but for the most part,
And listen, you're going to a concert to see a national act. You're not out on the dance floor dancing.
No.
You're not moseying up to the bar to get a drink, or sitting at a table with friends. So yeah, a bar band is the best of both worlds as far as I'm concerned. You can get something to eat.
That's right.
Sit at a table, look at the game on the TV, and listen to the tunes. Get up and dance if you want to dance.
And you can stay as long as you want.
Yeah.
You can stay to the end, or and get kicked out when they turn the tables over, or stay there for a set. A lot of people they'll do the bar hopping thing.
Yeah.
And you're the second band that they're going to see that night, but there's somebody else after you.
Do they still say, hey, it's closing time? You don't have to leave, but you can't stay here.
Yeah, and it's not as bad anymore as that, because most of the bands are starting earlier.
Yeah, I've noticed that, like 8 o'clock start times.
Yeah, and that's all from COVID. Because
really?
I remember, so what happened with COVID is when they started bringing bands back, it was people didn't want to stay out till 2 a.m. anymore. Well, plus that if you look at the average age of people going to the bars, there's a younger crowd. But if you're going to see the bands, you're in that generation. You're in your 50s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and it's like people don't want to stay out till 2. Plus, you got to be careful out there.
Yeah,
and it's all that kind of stuff. And really, starting at 8 o'clock and getting done at midnight. That is
that's
not
actually bad.
Cool. On the weekends, so you're out of there, tearing down, you're done at 1 or whatever.
Yep.
and it makes it a lot better.
Yeah.
So
A little rough getting starting at 8 if you work and on a Friday or
it's
whatever.
usually Saturday or
Yeah.
9 o'clock. And
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
a lot of times you have to, take a little bit, get out of work a
Yeah.
little bit early, and arrange that.
Yep,
It's
cool.
all part of it. It's all part of the
Yeah.
deal that you got to manage. And it's just another thing people
Cool.
don't think about, but you go, yeah, that's one more thing.
Yeah. Anybody you want to shout out to real quick here? Because we're coming up on an hour, and you didn't think you had anything to talk about.
I know.
You want to shout out to anybody? Say hi to anybody at all, Bob?
Let's see. Well, say hi to the guys in the band.
All right.
Let's see. Friends and their friends. Let's see. Steve and Rick and Chad and Katie and Mike, who's going to the Wild Blue Yonder down in Tennessee, Nashville, and he's a person there. Let's see. Our friends, Michelle, and my high school buddies, whoever's going to see this, Jeff and Skid, Mark and that. And just the local people,
Yeah.
all the bar owners,
Yep.
thank you and everything.
Cool. Support Michigan local talent.
That's right.
Yeah. Go to those places. See these guys. They need your support. Keeps them going, doing what they're doing. What's your next gig coming up here? Is that the May 15th one, or?
Nope, it's actually next Saturday night on the 9th
I'll try and get this out.
at Rogers Roost.
Okay.
But the 15th, that's the next one after those. So those
Okay.
are our 2 in May. And if you guys can come on out, no cover.
Nice.
And they're great venues. And if you're a guitarist or if you know a guitarist, bring
Yes.
them with you.
Yes.
And then
Sit in. Will you let them sit in as an audition?
yeah, we'll see what we
That
can
guy's
do.
going to Tennessee. Come on.
Well, that guy's, he's going
Okay.
to be there. So, but for the most part, we'll get you guys all set. We'll try to do that. But it'd be great to
Okay.
meet you.
Sure.
And
We'll find you a
have
guitar
fun.
player. It's going to be my mission.
we love it.
Yeah. I make it my mission to find you a guitar player.
Thank you.
All right, cool. Listen, Bob, thanks for coming in.
Ed, just
People,
appreciate
please,
this.
go check out Motor City Mob band.
Formerly rock.
Formerly Rock, yeah. And go show your support. Thanks for tuning in and listening, people. We appreciate it. Bob, thank you very much.
Thank you. Ed.
Anytime
I
you want to
appreciate
come
it.
back on,
It's
you
amazing.
let me know. I'm glad you had a good time. It was
I
fun.
did.
Hour goes by fast, doesn't it?
It was.
All right, cool. Take care, buddy. Talk to you later.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. I'd like to thank you all for watching and listening. Special thank you to Bob Harvey, drummer of the band MotorCity Mob of Michigan. Please show your support and go check them out in a city near you. If you would like to appear on an episode of Michigan Bar Cover Bands, and you have a band that's working in the area, drop us an email at wevmproductions@gmail.com, and we'll get back with you, and we'll definitely set something up for you. We'd also like to remind everybody you can check out or contact Motor City Mob Band on their Facebook group page at Motor City Mob. You can drop them an email at rockmobband@gmail.com or check out their schedule on the World Wide Web at rockmobband.com. Hey, attention guitarists, Motor City Mob Band is seeking a professional guitar player to join their band coming up in the next few months here. So if you are a guitar player and interested or know somebody who is, you can contact Motor City Mob Band, formerly Rock Mob, on their Facebook group page, or check out in this video too their website and or their email and drop them a line, or check out Michigan Musicians Wanted group page for all the details. So check it out. Good band. You'll be playing twice a month, so make sure you get on with it. All right. Hey, make sure you go and find us on our Facebook group page at WEVM Productions, or drop us an email if you want to be on an episode at wevmproductions@gmail.com. And make sure you go to our YouTube channel at WEVM Productions. Click that subscribe button, that like button, and that notification bell. Keeps us motivated to keep doing what we're doing. Again, thanks for watching. Always support your local Michigan talent. And be safe, people. Peace. Hey, hold tight. As promised for our YouTube subscribers, here is a video from a live performance of MotorCity Mob.
No!